Alright, we're going to quickly show you how to make a link from your Weebly or wherever you make your website to a Google Doc that you want to allow people to have access to as a website rather than actually sharing the document with them. So that's very simple. From the document, this is a Google Doc that I've created. I'm going to go to File, Publish as, or Publish to the Web. And when I do this, it's actually going to create another copy of it and publish it to the web. It's a slightly smaller version of it. If I want it to automatically match my Google Doc, when I go into my Google Drive and mess with this Google Doc, any changes I make will automatically be published to the website version, which is going to be linked from my Weebly. Or if I uncheck this, they won't change until I come in here and recheck this. That could be handy if you're going to, it's going to be work in progress and you're going to update it every now and then. But I would typically use this for something that I want to always be matching in both places. I could make it just available to other teachers or students. You have to log in with a Bridgman Public Schools account. That can be kind of obnoxious for people that aren't Bridgman Public Schools people and find your site. So just think about that when you do that. So I'm going to click this and I'm going to start publishing. When I make this publish, when I publish this, it's going to be public, so Google wants to make sure I know that. So I say yes. And it gives me two different options here. The first one is the easier one, is a document link. Just links to the published document or the website version. So I'm going to right click and copy. I could also hit Control C to copy that. Now I'm going to come over here to Weebly, and now I have to give Weebly has to have something here to make that clickable. So I'm going to bring over a title text. You could bring in regular text. You could actually bring over an image, image with text. Title text is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to type my text that will be clickable. Select all that text, and I'm going to click this little Create Link button here, and then I'm going to paste in the text that I copied from the Google Doc. Click here if you want it to open a new window. Leave it unclicked if you want the new page to replace the one that they're on. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to publish it. And remember, when you publish on Weebly, they always want you to buy something like mrnull.net. I don't think I need that. And now I'm going to switch over to another window in my browser. I'm using Chrome browser here. I created a new site, just a new page just to practice this. So here's that text that I typed in, and it's now clickable. I click on it, and it takes me to that site. You can see, and I'm not exactly sure why, the formatting's messed up just a little bit there. I could probably fix that if I went back, but I'm not going to bother right now. So now I'm going to go back to my working Weebly. I'm actually going to delete this. And if that's what you want to do, you can stop watching. I am going to attempt to show you how to embed the file right onto this page. So rather than having to click, your Google document will actually show up right here. It's a little bit more complicated, and you have to do a few more steps, but I think it's kind of cool and kind of professional. So if you want the document to actually show up, your Google document to show up as a website right inside this website, we can actually embed the code that Google gives us to do so. So we're going to pull in an embed code element from Weebly, which is a blank place to stick code. Then we're going to come over here to my document, and Google gives us this embed code down here. So we're going to highlight that. You can like do a triple click or something. Control C for copy, or right click, copy. Come back over here, and if we click once in here, it automatically selects that. But if you unselect that, you've got to get it all. And we're going to stick that in there. Now, sadly, that's not all there is to it, because as we click outside of here, you'll see that it makes a very small element. I don't know why it does that so small. It's kind of silly. So if you click around it, sometimes it's kind of awkward to get the text to show back up. If you click in here, you're in the document. But if you click outside the element, it get your text back. In between the code that says to stick this document in a frame, and then this SRC stands for source. That's where it's getting the document. In between there, we're going to tell it how big this frame needs to be. And we're actually going to type in the word width, W-I-T-D-T-H, equals, and then in quotes, I'm going to say 100%. And that should fix the width, which it did. And now I want to fix the height. And you have to know how to spell height. H-E-I-G-H-T, I think, equals. And in this case, we're going to use a number for pixels. I'm going to choose 500. You could choose, oh, this needs to be in quotes also, numbers around 350, 750 or something like that. I think you can use 100%. So choosing a number actually kind of makes sense there. So that's actually a little bigger than I even needed to, but we're going to go with it. So now I'm going to publish this, and again say no thanks to mrnull.net. Switch over to, and now right on the page, instead of a link, I have my web page, which is matching my Google Doc.